Sarah, a seasoned bank teller, often saw stories in routine transactions. Her regular, Mr. Henderson, was known for his confident hand. But one day, the familiar flow of ink on a bank form hinted at something deeply unsettling. Abstract patterns on paper can sometimes whisper critical warnings. As Mr. Henderson signed, Sarah immediately noticed the dramatic change. His once bold signature had shrunk, cramped, and almost illegible, a stark contrast illuminated by the overhead light. This wasn't a minor detail. A shadow of unease fell over Sarah, sensing something profound was amiss. Sarah felt a powerful tug, an instinct she couldn't ignore. Despite her initial hesitation and a subtle tremor in Mr. Henderson's hand, she knew she had to speak up. What if this seemingly trivial change, these minor movements, concealed a far greater, unspoken truth? Amidst the bustling city, as the sunrise painted the buildings, Sarah's tranquil office window offered a moment of quiet reflection. Despite the professional setting, her mind wrestled with Mr. Henderson's peculiar signature. The unease was potent. She knew she couldn't let it pass, deciding to confront the silent warning. Carefully, amidst the steady hum of a busy street just outside, Sarah leaned forward. She gently asked Mr. Henderson if everything was truly all right, observing a slight tremor in his hand. He dismissed her concern, perhaps a little annoyed by the interruption to his ordinary bank transaction, but her conviction remained strong. Undeterred by his dismissive tone, Sarah persisted. She explained her observation, detailing how his signature had drastically changed, urging him to consider a doctor's visit, suggesting it could be stress. Though initially reluctant, Mr. believed in fate. Henderson, perhaps mostly to humor her, agreed to schedule a checkup. Mr. Henderson, though initially dismissing Sarah's advice, found himself reflecting during his usual stroll through the Old Town Square. He tried to ignore the subtle tremor in his hand, a new companion he hadn't fully acknowledged. He thought of his confident signature, once a hallmark of his presence in the community park. He remembered Sarah's persistent, yet gentle, insistence. Her words about stress echoed, compelling him to finally schedule that doctor's visit. He was a man of aged wisdom, not one to ignore a persistent warning, especially from someone he trusted. A routine checkup, he told himself, nothing more. Days turned into a quiet week. Sarah continued her work, but a silent concern remained, like a gentle stream flowing beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Mr. Henderson awaited the results, perhaps noticing more changes himself, a slight unsteadiness replacing his once steady hand. The seemingly minor details now held significant weight. Reluctantly, Mr. Henderson agreed to Sarah's persistent suggestion. He picked up his pen to finalize the bank form, his movements now subtly guarded. Though initially annoyed, the weight of Sarah's genuine concern began to settle, making him reconsider his own dismissal of the minor tremor he now observed in a close-up pen on paper visual. At the doctor's office, routine tests commenced. Mr. Henderson, perhaps seeing intricate patterns in the medical forms, began to reflect on Sarah's unusual observation. He considered his own handwriting, noticing a subtle distortion he'd previously dismissed. The doctor's examination confirmed the tremor wasn't just stress. It was something more. The days that followed dragged, each one adding to Mr. Henderson's quiet apprehension. He began to notice other small changes in himself, like falling leaves from a tree, subtle hints he'd overlooked. Sarah's intuition now echoed louder than his initial annoyance. He found himself anxiously awaiting the results, a dawning awareness replacing his earlier indifference. Days later, Sarah answered a call from Mr. Henderson. His voice, though clearer than before, was filled with a profound mix of shock and immense gratitude. The doctors had indeed found something significant, something her keen observation had undeniably led them to discover. He explained that her hunch about his handwriting was spot on. It was micrographia, an early critical sign of Parkinson's disease? Mr. Henderson was profoundly thankful, emphasizing how her persistence had unearthed a silent struggle that was otherwise going unnoticed. The doctor confirmed Sarah's observation had led to an early diagnosis, potentially delaying severe symptoms for years. A simple signature, coupled with a keen eye and a moment of courage, truly saved a life. This was more than just handwriting. It was a hidden truth. The incredible news from Mr. Henderson solidified Sarah's conviction. It wasn't just a memory of his strong, firm handshake, but the stark contrast in his new minuscule handwriting that had compelled her to act. Her intuition, a quiet inner alarm, had prompted a decisive action that ultimately led to his timely diagnosis. Despite initial resistance, Sarah's carefully articulated concerns, delivered with a calming tone like a gentle breeze, showcased her unwavering conviction. Her clear communication about her observations, urging Mr. Henderson to seek medical advice, was pivotal. This wasn't merely a professional duty, it was an act of profound human connection. Sarah's courage to speak up, to see beyond the routine transaction, proved invaluable for Mr. Henderson. Just as a beam of sun through trees illuminates hidden details, her keen eye brought a critical issue into focus. Her vigilance reminds us that a simple act of observation can truly make a life-altering difference. Undeterred by his dismissive wave, Sarah gently but firmly reiterated her observation about his altered signature. Expressing profound concern, she urged Mr. Henderson to consult a doctor, framing it as a checkup for potential stress. Her calm demeanor and caring hands conveyed a sincerity difficult to ignore. Initially annoyed, Mr. Henderson grudgingly respected Sarah's conviction. He agreed to schedule a checkup, mostly to humor her and dismiss his worries. He pictured the professional exterior of a medical building, anticipating a quick, uneventful visit to prove her wrong. Mr. Henderson, despite his annoyance, finally agreed to Sarah's persistent suggestion for a checkup. Her gentle advice had planted a seed of necessity. Soon, a calm hospital corridor would await him, like a sunrise through a window. A new understanding was about to dawn, thanks to Sarah's courageous observation. Days turned into a week, and then came the doctor's findings for Mr. Henderson. What Sarah had keenly observed was indeed a critical indicator. His tiny, cramped handwriting, known as micrographia, pointed to an early stage of Parkinson's disease. Sarah's vigilance had unearthed a silent truth. One afternoon, the bank's phone rang, and it was Mr. Henderson, his voice a mix of shock and profound relief. He confirmed the doctor's diagnosis, explaining how Sarah's persistence had led to this early detection. Her observation was a lifesaver, a true miracle. He spoke of immense gratitude, admitting his eyes welled up with happy tears at the revelation. Now, with early treatment, he could envision a peaceful landscape ahead, filled with a sense of relief. Sarah's keen eye had genuinely offered him timely salvation under an open sky of hope. Mr. Henderson's tiny, cramped signature, known as micrographia, isn't just a change in penmanship, it's a key indicator, often signaling early stages of Parkinson's disease. Visualizing this involves abstract medical diagrams showing neural pathways affected by the condition. An early diagnosis, thanks to Sarah's keen eye, can make a profound difference. This subtle shift in handwriting occurs because Parkinson's affects the brain's ability to send signals for smooth, controlled movements. A stylized brain scan might reveal the areas impacted, showing the gradual loss of dopamine-producing neurons. Under a microscopic view, we can see the neural degeneration that slowly shrinks motor control, altering even familiar signatures. While challenging, an early diagnosis like Mr. Henderson's provides a crucial window. It allows for timely interventions and treatment plans, fostering a sense of hope and proactive management. Imagine it as new growth emerging, or blooming flowers, symbolizing the potential to nurture health and delay severe symptoms for years, improving quality of life significantly. Sarah's keen observation reminds us that true awareness isn't just about what's obvious, but what's hidden in plain sight. It's a powerful call to look deeper, to see past the routine, much like someone thoughtfully surveying a vast, beautiful horizon. Recognizing these subtle shifts can truly change a life's trajectory, offering hope where none was seen. Her courage to speak up, to extend a helping hand when it was needed most, created a profound ripple effect. It transformed a silent struggle into a proactive journey towards health. This powerful narrative reminds us of the significant difference one observant, caring individual can make in another's life, offering support. Mr. Henderson now faces a brighter future, thanks to Sarah's vigilant eye and the invaluable community support enabled by his early diagnosis. This powerful story reminds us that your observation, your small moment of courage, could genuinely be someone else's life-changing miracle, fostering health and shared hope for all.